Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you how to make a Frozen themed cake topper using Design Space. So to start off, we're gonna look for Anna and the swirls on Google. So let's go over here. So I'm going to look for Elsa and Anna PNG. And then we go to images. And as you can see, there's a lot of different images. I'm going to be using this one right here, so let me save that, and I'm gonna just save it as Elsa and Anna. And we're also going to be looking for Elsa iSwirls PNG. I'm going to be using, let me see, this one right here. This is actually really cute and it's gonna really make your cake topper look super cute. So we're going to save. I already have it saved on the computer, but I like showing y'all. So this is the image I'm using. And for the name and the number, I did purchase that on Etsy, which is this one right here. And I got it for $1.49. It's pretty cool, and you get the whole alphabet and 0 through 9. So now let's go back to Design Space and we're going to look for the rest of the images. But first let me go upload the images. This is the one I'm going to be using, Elsa and Anna. We're going to put complex, continue, and as you can see, the image is a PNG, so you don't have to struggle with taking the background off or anything. So it's always good to check the images before you save them, just so you can see, like, even if they say it's a PNG file, we always want to make sure that we don't get things like this, because then when it's time to cut, it will go like cut all of these little pieces, and that is something we don't want. So let me see if I can take that off. Okay, so right here, I really don't need this part from here, so what I'm going to do is select right here the eraser, and let me make it a little bit bigger. Let me make it a little bit more bigger. Okay, so I'm gonna just take that off since I really don't mind not having that piece of image here. Okay, let's check it out. You see, it looks way better, but right here we got like these little pieces, and let me make this a little bit smaller so we can be able to clean that up. So I'm gonna keep going to preview to see where I have to clean. You can zoom in so we can have more like a better view of taking off. Okay, so it's this little piece right here. And this little piece right here. Okay, so the image looks way better. So I'm going to leave it like this, and we need this one right here. I'm going to use it as a print then cut image, not a cut image by itself. So we're gonna select this one right here and save. And we have that ready. Now let's go and get the swirls, which is this one right here. The complex, continue. Let's preview. Everything looks good, but I just want to use like this one right here and probably this one right here, so I don't need the rest. So let me just select right here on eraser, and let's make this a little bit bigger. And I'm going to take that off just so I can have this one right here and this one right here. So So that looks good. I'm gonna continue. And sometimes it doesn't show, and then right here it shows like that little piece. All you gotta do is go back and select preview, and you can see it right there, and it will take that off. But this one we're not going to save as a print then cut image. We're going to save it as a cut image only. I'm gonna save, and that's ready as well. So let me select those two and insert images. Okay, so let me just put this to a side right here. And we're gonna look for the other images as well. So we're gonna look for snowflakes and the banner and the name and the number. So let's go right here to images. We're going to search snowflake, and let's see. They have so many different images, so this would just depend like which ones you prefer to use. I like the ones that are, let me see. Oh, it's this one right here. This is the one I'm going to be using. And let me see. We're also going to look for banner. They have so many different like banners and stuff. I'm using I always use the same one. I really like that banner, and that's why I always go back to it, which is this one right here, guys. This one. Let me insert images, and we just gotta look for the 3 and the name, and that I have here on the upload section. Review all, and I just have to scroll down and look for it. So it's this one right here. Let me insert image. I'm going to use the number 3, so let me put that to the side, and the name is Leah, so we're gonna get that L, then that E. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. E, and that A, and that H. Okay, let me come back up here. And now it's just time to like put everything in place. It's really easy, but it's gonna look really cute. So to start off, let me make this a little bit smaller and put that one to the side. So to start off, this snowflake is gonna be our like background. So I'm just gonna make it probably like around 6.5 inches, no, probably 6 inches, since I am going to put a shadow around everything. So probably like that's good enough. And I'm going to duplicate, since I'm going to be using those same snowflakes but in a smaller version. And I'm gonna just put that to a side. Okay, so this is our like background, and we're gonna use Elsa and Anna. So let's send them to the front. They're gonna go in the middle, but I'm going to be making them way smaller, probably that big. Okay, so now for the banner, let me make this a bit so I can see. Okay, so for the banner, I am going to make this way bigger, and we're going to need 2 of these, so we're gonna duplicate. And for one, we're going to be selecting right here where it says contour, and we're gonna hide all contours so we can just have one solid color. And we're going to change those colors. I'm going to be doing this one a blue, and the outline would be a purple. And then when you have that ready, you're just gonna select those 2 images and group them, so you won't struggle like get one and then get the other. It's just in one already. And that one is gonna go down right there. And that's why we really didn't need like the rest of the dress or anything, since it's going to be something like this. Like the banner is going to be covering the dress part. So it will look like this, and now we're going to be using the swirls. And since they are together, what I do is I duplicate, and we're going to contour. And this a little bit smaller, and we're going to hide one, so we can just have one. Like this. And we're going to do the same for this one, and I'm going to be changing the color. These are gonna be on white paper, so let me just make these white. And I'm going to add one on each side. You can open the little lock right here and like stretch them out, make them more thin or more thick. It all depends on how you would want this to look, but I'm going to leave it probably like that. So let me lock it back, and this is gonna go right here. And this one right here, we're gonna select the image, go right here on flip, and flip that so it can be on the other side. Let me put this to the front as well, so it can look something like that. And for the snowflake, we'll put that to the side. So this number 3, I do want it to be way bigger than that. This one's just gonna go like right here on the side, and I would be doing the number like a lilac purple. Look how cute. It's gonna look really pretty, guys. And for the snowflake's going to be like a cardstock glitter paper. I would probably do like a silver. So yeah, and for this, the name would actually be glitter cardstock as well. Let me send that to the front, make it way bigger. Like that. You can definitely move the letters around, which is pretty cool. And the name, the color is going to be like a gray, since I am going to be doing it on silver cardstock paper. And the snowflake I am going to duplicate so I can have 2, and I'm going to be changing the colors. I want the back of that to be a lilac as well. Let me send it to the front, and this one would go somewhere right there, and it would look something like this, guys. Now once we have everything where it's gonna go, I am going to select everything, and I'm going to group it. And what I'm going to do is duplicate, so we can have 2. And with this one right here, what I'm going to do is select this. I'm going to select this one and select right here where it says weld. And as you can see, there's a lot of little tiny pieces. So I'm going to select this image and select right here where it says contour, and we're gonna hide all contours so it can just be one cut. And with this one right here, what I'm going to do is I want to give my topper a shadow. We can have something like this. So what I'm going to do is put this one a little bit over here, and we're gonna select right here and go to settings, and we're gonna put no grid so we can have one solid white background. And with this right here, so now what I'm going to do is screenshot this image. So I did download like this app, like right here where it says take screenshot, and it's screenshot. We're gonna go to Photoscape, and I'm going to crop it. So give me a second, my computer is a bit slow today. So what I'm going to do right here is just crop it so we don't have all of this extra. So we're gonna crop, and we're gonna crop that so we can have just a white background. So then we're gonna save that, and what I'm going to do is go over here to Inkscape. We're gonna select right here on file, and we're gonna open, and I'm going to be looking for my design, which I'm pretty sure is this one right here. So we're gonna select OK, and let me make this big again. And with this image right here, what I'm going to do is select right here where it says path, and we're going to select on trace bitmap. Now right here, all you gotta do is change this right here. We're gonna select colors and change that number to a number 1, and you're going to update. Once you update, you're gonna click OK, and you're gonna exit that. And now right here, what I'm going to do is put that to a side, and this one right here, which is the original one, We don't need that no more. So we're gonna delete that, and we're just with this. But as you can see, it still has that background on the back. So what you're going to do is select that image, go right here to object and select on ungroup. And if you can see, you get two like squares, like since it ungrouped the image. So I'm gonna select somewhere else and just select and put that to the side, and we don't need that background no more, so we're going to delete it. And now you're just left with this one right here. So now what you do is on your keyboard you're going to select Control, and I'm not sure which is this other one right here. So now what I'm going to do, and it's okay, as you can see right here, I don't know why that happened, but it's fine. We'll fix it once we're back on Design Space. So what I'm going to do is select right here on File, we're gonna save as, and I'm going to save that on Desktop, and I'm going to change the name as well. We're gonna call that Shadow 1. I'm gonna put save, and we're going to go back to Design Space. Now right here we're just gonna upload image, and we're going to look for that image which I saved on Desktop, which is this one right here, Shadow 1. We're gonna open and we're going to save. Now let me select that image and insert image, and now right here, it's okay if it looks like way smaller than what we need it for. This is the one we weld, so let me just change the colors because they all look the same. We'll do that one like a blue, which is this one right here, guys. Let me put that to the back, send it to the back. That's like the one we weld. So now we'll use this one right here, and I'm also going to change the color of that. That's going to be like a purple, well, kind of like a lilac. And if you can see, we have this right here and those little pieces that will cut. The machine will cut these little pieces, so we gotta get rid of that. So what we do is select the image, go down here on contour, and all you gotta do here is hide all contours, so you'll be left with this one right there. And as you can see, you get one solid cut. Now we can make this one bigger and send it to the back as well. So let's see, now it's just like put it to the size we need it. Okay, so now you're left with something like this. And that's how you add a shadow to your cake topper. I like going to shapes, select a square, and when I turn in these cake toppers, I do package them on a cardstock paper, and the cardstock paper I use is always a 8.5 by 11. So all I do is open the little lock right here and change that to a 8.5 by 11. And then we just lock it again, and as you can see, this is how I do it. I mean, you don't have to do it like this, but I like seeing like how it's going to look on my 8.5 by 11 sheet. So by that, I just select this image, and I don't like it like this. It's way too big, and I don't want it to be that big on the cardstock paper. So what I do is, since I see that it's too big, I mean, if you can leave it like this just depends on you, but for me, I do like it to be way smaller than that. So that's way too small, so I'm gonna make that a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'm okay with this. So this would be like a 7 by 6, which is fine. You can do your cake toppers the size you want. This is just what I like to do, and I like my cake toppers to look, well, I don't even like really make sure that it's like an exact size or anything like that. I just go by the 8.5 by 11 sheet, and If I see like if it's too big, I'm not going to cut it that big. And that's why I use this one right here, and it really helps. So now with this image, what I want to do is duplicate and duplicate one more time so we can make it sturdy enough. And for this one right here, this is gonna be, so the stick we put right here does not show. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cut everything. Okay, so these are the colors I'm going to be using. I'm just going to cut everything and I'll be right back. So this is how the cake topper turned out. Super cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.